Namaste viewers. We'll move on to session 18, in which we'll be continuing with the sums in exercise 3.5. Okay. In the last session, I gave homework, the two sums in question number 2, second subdivision, and also the third sum was given as homework. I hope you would have done it. Anyway, we will have a quick review of these two sums and then proceed further. Okay. Now, for which value of k will the following pair of linear equations have no solution? That means what? They have no solution means a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 and it is not equal to c1 by c2. So from these two equations, 3 and 2k minus 1 are your a1 and a2, 1 and k minus 1 are your b1 and b2, and minus 1 and minus 2k plus 1 are c1 and c2. Okay, so we will write like this: 3 divided by 2k minus 1 is equal to 1 divided by k minus 1, but that is not equal to minus 1 divided by minus of 2k plus 1. Here, let us not consider about the value which is not equal. We will consider about the values in which the ratios are equal. That is 3 divided by 2k minus 1 and 1 divided by k minus 1. These ratios are equal. So, if you cross multiply, what do you get? You will get 3k minus 3 is equal to 2k minus 1. So, 3k minus 2k is equal to minus 1 plus 3, which gives you 2. Therefore, k is equal to 2 is your answer. So, this is your answer. So, we will move on to the second sum. Now, we will solve the third equation. Solve the following pair of linear equations by the substitution and cross multiplication method. So you have to use two methods to solve it, and then you have to find out both the methods will give the same solution. Okay. Now the first one we will take 8x plus 5y minus 9 equals 0, and then 3x plus 2y minus 4 equal to 0. Okay. Now here, this we are going to solve by substitution method, say. So what will happen? Your 3x is equal to 4 minus 2y, and therefore x is equal to 4 minus 2y by 3. Is that understood? So this is the substitution method. Now you are going to substitute in equation. We have to number it as 1 and 2. So from second we have got the value of 3x as 4 minus 2y by 3. This we have to substitute in the first equation. So if you substitute 8 into 4 minus 2y by 3 plus 5y and then is equal to 9, we can write. Okay. Now here it cannot get cancelled, so common denominator only you should take. So if you take the common denominator, we have got 32 minus 16y, and then here it is plus 15y, and then is equal to 9. Okay. So this is 9. Are you understanding? Now here you transpose the cross multiply. Therefore you will get 32 minus 16y plus 15y is equal to 27. Therefore on subtraction these two will become minus y, and 32 goes to the other side. You will get 27 minus 32, that gives a value minus 35. Therefore your y value is equal to 5. Are you understanding? Now substitute for the x value here. You have got x is equal to 4 minus 2y by 3. So if you substitute, you will get 4 minus 10. Isn't it? 2 into y is 5 by 3. So what do you get? 4 minus 10 by 3. So you will get minus 6 by 3. The answer is minus 2. Therefore, your x is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to 5 are the solutions. This is by which method we have got? We have got it by substitution method. Okay, we will try in the cross multiplication method and find out whether we are getting in the same method. Okay, now we'll try to solve the equations by cross multiplication method. The first step is to write them in the standard form. Minus 9 equal to 0. Let us number it as equation 1, and 3x plus 2y minus 4 equal to 0, that is equation 2. Now x is equal to b1 c2 minus b2 c1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1, and y is equal to c1 a2 minus c2 a1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. So this is the formula. Okay, we have to write it as it is. Now what are we to do? The next step, you tell me. We have to write the coefficients in that order. Okay, we have to identify that with the standard form, and correctly you should enter the coefficients. So what am I doing here? A1, B1, C1. And for A1 we know that it is 8 and then 5, C1 is minus 9. Is it clear? Now next is A2, B2, C2. Now tell me what are the values? 3, 2, minus 4. Is that clear? So we have to write it this way. Is that okay? Okay. Next is x is equal to b1 c2 minus b2 c1. So b1 c2 is what? 5 into minus 4. So x is equal to 5 into minus 4 is minus 20. Then b2 c1 is what? 2 into minus 9. So what is 2 into minus 9? It is minus 18, and there is a negative sign. So that becomes plus. Okay. Are you understanding? By what is your A1 B2? A1 B2 is 8 into 2s are 16, and then minus A2 B1. 3 into 5 gives you minus 15. So the answer is, here you will get minus 2 by 1. Therefore your x is equal to minus 2. Still it's not over. We have to find the value of y. Now tell me what is y is equal to. When we are saying y, you need not see the middle values at all. So it is, first thing is C1 A2. C1 here A2. 3 9s are minus 27. Right? And then C2 A1. C2 is here. A1 is here. So what do we get? 8 4s are minus 32. Now this becomes y is equal, once again you will check. C1 A2, 3 9s are minus 27, and then C2 A1. So C2 is minus 4, A1 is this, so minus 32, and here there is a negative sign, that becomes plus 32. And divided by 16 minus 15 will be repeated. So this value on subtraction gives you plus 5. So y is equal to plus 5. So what is your x and y value? X is equal to, for the same, x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 5. Is the solution for this. So in the beginning itself, what I have told you? In the beginning itself I have told you, whatever method you try, the solutions will be the same. Do you remember in the last session we tried with substitution and elimination method to get the same solution? In this exercise, in this particular sum, we have tried the equation solving in two methods. One is by the substitution method, you got some answer, and then the second is cross multiplication method. You get x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 5, same as this value. So are you convinced? You can try in any method, but as I originally said, whatever method is asked, you have to try in that method for examination point of view. Okay, shall we move on to the next sum? Children, we'll move on to the fourth sum, first subdivision. This is a situation sum. So understand the situation and you have to arrive at some linear equations and solve it. Okay. Now, a part of monthly hostel charges is fixed and the remaining depends on the number of days one has taken food from the mess. Okay. Yes, there are two students. A takes food for 20 days. So when he takes food for 20 days, some amount will be charged as a fixed charge, and for 20 days how much per day will be calculated and that will be added to his bill. Similarly, B who takes food for 26 days, he also has to pay the fixed charges plus some amount per day. For 26 days you have to calculate and that will be added to the bill. So this is the equation. Okay, so we have to arrive at the two equations and solve for x and y. Now, do you remember more or less the same type of sum we did in last session, that is in exercise 3.4, that was about the calculation of taxi fare for some rides, isn't it? So this is more or less the same as this. Here the question here states that you have to arrive at the equations and solving is your own way. Whatever method you want to adapt, you adapt that method and write. Some may try substitution method, some may try elimination method, some may try formula method. Now I am going to try formula method because we have done enough for those two methods. So I am going to do it in the formula method. You just afterwards work out in the other two methods also and try to find out all the three answers are same. Okay, is that clear? Shall we proceed? Now here what we should take as x, what you should take as y. Let us take the fixed monthly charge, and then charge per day or the food per day, cost of food per day, anyway you call it, charge per day. Okay, food charge also we can mention. Per day we can mention, and fixed charge is x and then this is y. Are you understanding? Is that clear to you? Now, how do we get the linear equations? The first, for the person A, he pays 1000 rupees. So for A, this fixed charges plus he takes food for 20 days. So it is 20y and the amount comes to rupees 1000. So this is equation 1. Are you understanding? So x plus 20y is equal to 2000. So that is equation 1. And for the second equation it is x plus he takes food for 26y. So that is equal to rupees 1180. This is for equation 2. Now here both the terms being x. So by elimination method, if you subtract the equation 2 from 1, this x term will get cancelled and you will get minus 6y is equal to rupees 180. Therefore from which we can easily get the value of y. Okay, that is one option available. So I will try that and again I will do it for the elimination formula method and we will try to see both the answers are same. Okay. Now what am I going to do? I am going to subtract 2 from 1. If I subtract 2 from 1, what do I get? This gets cancelled and here I will get minus 6y and this is equal to minus 180. So that is, I will get minus 6y is equal to minus 180. Therefore, y is equal to 180 by 6. That gives you rupees 30. Is that clear to you? Therefore, I have got y as 30. So, just because y as 30, what I can do? Substitute in any one of these equations. So, if I substitute in equation 1, I will get x plus 20 into 30 gives you, what is 20 into 30 children? 600. Yes. That is equal to 1000. Therefore, your x is equal to 400 rupees. That is the fixed monthly charges. Whatever, how much ever days the person stays, the charges is rupees 400 and then food charge is rupees 30 per day. Okay, so we have got x is equal to 400 and rupees 400 and y is equal to rupees 30. These are the charges. Okay, now let it be as it is. Let me solve the same equations by formula method or the cross multiplication method. Let us see whether we are getting the same answer. Then we can conclude with an answer statement. Is that clear? Okay, we'll do. Okay, shall we try the same sums in the cross multiplication method? Okay, this is only for you to understand better I am giving, but in the exam when such questions are asked, you don't have to do both the methods. One method is enough, and if you are getting it correctly, automatically the equations will respond to your values. Okay, that way we can check your answers. Okay, this is only for you to give one more reinforcement of what you have learnt already. I am just trying to help you out. That's all. Okay, now cross multiplication method. So what is the first step? Writing the equation in the standard form. That is your first step. Okay, so we'll get x plus 20y is equal to 1000 will become x. This is the second equation. So you will rewrite this as x plus 20y minus 1000 is equal to 0 and x plus 26y minus 1180 is equal to 0. That is the first step. Second step is what? X is equal to b1c2 minus b2c1 divided by a1b2 minus a2b1 and y is equal to c1a2 minus c2a1 divided by a1b2 minus a2b1. Okay, that we have to write first. Are you understanding? Now you write the values a1, b1, c1. So it is 120 minus 1000 and then a2, b2, c2, 126 minus 1180. Okay, so we have written down what is x equal to and what are a1, b1, c1, a2, b2 we have written down. Now what is x is equal to? c1, first is b1, c2. Where is b1 and c2? So what do you get? Minus 23,600. Okay, 21 into 118 into 0. Okay, now 26 into 1000 gives you to 26,000 and there is a negative sign and minus 26,000 along with this negative, that makes it positive. So we will get 26,000 and the whole thing is divided by a1 b2. What is a1 b2? It is 1 into 26. So it is 26. What is a2 b1? Minus 20. Now can you tell me what is the subtracted value? 26,000 minus 23,600 is going to give you 2,400. 2,400 by 6. So that is going to give you 400 as the answer. So x is equal to 400. Is that clear to you? You got the x value to be rupees 400. That is the fixed charge. Whether the child stays for 1 day, 2 days, 20 days, 26 days, 30 days, whatever be the number of days, the fixed charges we have got it to be rupees 400. Okay. Now we have to find the value of y. So how do we calculate y? It is C1A2 minus C2A1. So C1 is here, A2 is here. So it is minus 1000, then plus C2A1. C2 is minus 1180 and then 1 here, minus 1180, and with that negative sign that becomes positive, and then the denominator happens to be 26 minus 20, that's again 6. So you will get 180 divided by 6, namely 30. So 30 rupees we have got, rupees 30 for y. and then rupees 400 for X. So you cannot leave the answer as it is. You have to write the statements correctly. Okay. So you'll write, therefore the fixed charges is equal to rupees 400 and the cost of food per day, or the cost of food per day. You can put like that. You will get rupees 30. So highlight your answers and finish the sum like this. Okay. Children, we have finished fourth question, first subdivision. More 3-4 subdivisions are there. I want you to go through and then try in your rough notebook. Okay. And then tomorrow we will anyway discuss it, and afterwards I will give you practice sums. Okay. All the best. Try these sums and come back fresh for the next session. Thank you children. All the best.